while late for me making my video for today. So let me turn down the radio because the last time I had music in the background. Oh, I love Michael Jackson. God dang. Now, you know what? Let me see what I got. Hey, whoever's on here. Only person who'll be on here, it'll probably be Paula. And who else on here? Well, good afternoon, y'all. Well, I'm on my doing Uber Eats as usual, and I've been on it for a couple of hours. So far I've had let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 deliveries. Okay. I figure you'd be on your way home. It is after 5 o'clock, so anyway, I had 4 deliveries so far around the house, around the area. Started about 4. I think I started about 4. No, I didn't start by 4. I don't know what time I started. I think it was like 2. No, it was 2:30. So I have 4 deliveries, made about 25 bucks. You know, haven't got any tips yet, but as the title of my video says, you got to remind people of these, that they can now tip on the app, because you know, I'm not expecting every single person to tip on the app, but pretty much I feel that you got to say something about that, because, you know, I hate to say this, but I think that, you know, I live in a predominantly black neighborhood, you know, and black folks, particularly most black folks, act like they don't want to tip. You know, occasionally you get a couple people who will tip here and there, but like I said, it's highly likely that they don't know how to tip or whatever. So I asked them straight up, oh, you can now tip on the app, or I appreciate a tip, because you know what, I'm gonna be frequently delivering to these same people. Especially when you live in the neighborhood. You live in the neighborhood, and trust me, people ain't gonna be no one-time customer with Eats. They not. They're gonna be very frequent. Cause I already delivered to one guy already who I delivered to over the weekend. What day was that I delivered to him? I think it was last week sometime. And he wanted to try to get rid of his dog. He said it wasn't his dog, but you know, bitch, you just gonna jump on out. Shit. Anyway, as I was saying, he was trying to get rid of his dog, or get rid of a dog he had. So I knew when I saw Jonathan, and I was, you know, and turned in the direction, I already knew I was going to his same person that I already delivered to once before. So I told him, shoot, I said, hey, I delivered to you before. You know, ain't nothing. I told him straight up. I said, ain't nothing wrong with leaving a tip on the app. You know, because you surely didn't walk outside with no cash in your hand. You know, even if it's $2, my goodness, it ain't gonna kill you to tip for $2. You know, because most of these orders are small anyway, 1 plate. You know, they ain't like big, huge orders of food, and if it is like a good tray of food or whatever, you would think that you want to leave a tip. You know, I just think that's just, I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, I always suspect a certain percentage of people anyway that's going to, you know. Oops, let me listen to what they talk about.
It's an annual event where you present the new Who's Who.
Absolutely. This is our 17th annual event here in the Atlanta market. We've been around for over 25 years, and I am the associate publisher, so I know who's who.
It's kind of like
I don't care.
Absolutely.
They make it sound like stuff is so dang big in Atlanta. Some big networking event. They probably want $100, $200 to attend. So ain't no point. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So over the weekend, you know, over the weekend, I would say tip-wise was okay. It was okay, but like I said, it all depends on the area you go to. I received more tips when I was in Roswell, Alpharetta, which I hate to say was mostly predominantly white. So I guess that I'm not gonna, and like I said, I'm not gonna go to an area because I assumed that you would get more tips because it's mostly white. But in regards to it being extremely busy, I would say that going to certain areas would be better than me staying around Atlanta. I mean, staying around the house in Stone Mountain. But so far, it's pretty good now. It's 5:12, and right now, I'm gonna have to wait till people come home from work. But so far, I had done 4 deliveries today, and last week when I first started for a few hours, I did about 6 only. So my goal is to do at least maybe 10 to 12 during the weekday, because Mondays, you know, during the week it tends to be slow. The weekends, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you could get a pretty good, decent amount of orders. Now, Saturday was not that good of a day, because when I looked at Saturday, I only made about 30-something bucks. But adding on the little bit of tips I made, I probably made about 40 bucks, but I only worked a couple of hours. A few hours, maybe 3 hours or so on Saturday. I don't know what happened. What I was doing Saturday. I didn't really hustle on Saturday like I did compared to like Friday evening and even Sunday. But I pretty much have to either decide how I'm going to do this. You know, I could either venture out and try to make my way towards more like Tucker, and maybe one day go down Jimmy Carter, make my way towards Alpharetta, Roswell, you know. But I think I'm gonna do that more so if I have a purpose of going out there. Hey, Alicia. So far today, Monday, I didn't do lunch. I didn't do the lunch crowd. I didn't even get out the house during the lunch. I didn't make my way towards Buckhead or the business district to do lunch. Because number one, I was working on applying for jobs online, and I took an assessment for Kelly Temporary Service. They was hiring for Coca-Cola. So I pretty much spent my mornings when I wake up is applying for jobs, you know, sending my resumes and looking online and things like that. And then I, you know, because I need to start putting my resumes out there on the pipeline and really start applying, because for a good 9-10 months I wasn't really applying for jobs. You know, last year when I started looking for a job, you know, I did it like a couple times and occasionally, but I didn't really put it out there, you know. I didn't really do it like that. And when I did get interviews, it was rescinded because budget, they didn't approve budgetary constraints, or they just didn't have the money, like that other temp agency, you know, at ADP, not ADP, at whatever company, I can't, you know, it make a difference. they basically had said they wanted to hire me, but then they needed funding and approval, and then they didn't get approval, and turned around. I think the manager who interviewed me, I think she ended up losing her job, because I heard that this particular company was laying people off anyway. So I just so happened to got caught up in that crossfire, I guess you could say, ADT, you know. And then as for that stupid ass SunTrust, you know, I didn't hear anything from them, even though I was my resume was approved for further consideration, and they decided they wanted to hire people from within. So I'm not going to bother with SunTrust anymore, because number one, the pay, to be honest with you, the pay wasn't all that great, for one thing. You know, it really wasn't. I mean, it was a good opportunity to get it, you know, to go back into the financial field and things like that, but the pay was not good. That's one thing I did not really disclose to y'all when about the interview with SunTrust. That it was really, they was only wanting to pay somewhere like 23, you know, it was like 26,000 or something ridiculous. It really was stupid to me. And then it was another position 2 weeks ago that they called me about, and they said they'll send it to the managers at the branch. I ain't heard nothing back from that. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna revamp my whole entire resume, going to something totally different. My game plan at this point is to go with something totally different, which is most likely teaching. I'm gonna start out as a substitute teacher. You know, I haven't purchased the course to take the certification to be a certified substitute teacher, but I figured, you know what do I gotta lose? You know, what do I have to lose? You know, to enter into something, a field that's still in demand. You know, there's shortages of teachers nationwide, and even though substitute teaching is not that great, if it's not like you'll be working every day, but it's a way for me to at least get my foot in the door, and then just kind of see how it goes in regards to having something more stable. And then in the meantime, I'm still do Uber Eats. I'm gonna still work on my tax consulting business. I'm gonna still do that. So I assure you, as tax season come around next year, it'll be a good demand. You know, that's when it'll really, you know, it'll really start to pick up. But for now, I'm just going to spend most of my mornings in sending my resumes and learning some new skills. You know, right now I'm taking a course on how to do Python, which is a programming language, and Python is like one of those skills that's that is great to learn, and it has nothing to do with going into computers or whatever. Python, if you learn some skills like computer languages, that could go towards any job or any position anyone works at. So I need to start putting some new skills that's in demand. And I went on Coursera, and it's free. So I ordered the course. So I said, you know what, I don't need to prove that I took a certification class, you know, just for you to give you a piece of paper. So I said, just give me, I'll audit, learn, and take as many of these free resources that's possible. And there's a lot of things online that you could study for free. I'm not going to any one school or getting nobody else's master's degree in data science. I'm not doing that anymore, because all these schools, they want to partner with private companies, and they want 50-60,000. Like Syracuse University this morning, they offered a master's in data science online, and they have a partnership with some company that offers online. Get out of here. Somebody crawled up on me. Get out of this thing, big head Terry Tips. Crazy behind. And you ain't been making no videos lately either. I know you love to make some videos, and I'm not editing no videos either. So don't be trying to tell me you need to learn how to edit videos. You're gonna get it raw. But I'm gonna call you, Terry. Let me see if my number should still be in your phone, in my phone. Anyways, that's not what I came to make. Give me yours. I already got you. You already got my number. All right, I'm gonna tell you this, and you can go back and play for it later. My number is 678-266-7348. I don't care if it's, you know, go out in the whole wide world, wide web. You got it? 678-266-7348. I know that girl. She was on YouTube. I recognize her on her YouTube channel. Her husband had passed away a couple months ago. She just told a fulfilling story on YouTube. I know that's her. I know she said she lives in Atlanta, and I think she lives in Snellville, or not too far, because I'm in Stone Mountain, but Snellville is only it's only got a couple miles down the road. She had lost. I know that's her. It looks like her. Dang, I hate to come up to people and be like, well, anyways, give me your videos. How am I supposed to do that? You need to send me a message and tell me how you do that, because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Oh, you got my number? Okay, if you got my number, then you should know. You just have to walk me through it or something. I don't know. Alright. Let me go into this Lowe's, because I need to use my little gift card I got for getting these points from these other things I was doing with some receipts. How you gonna edit them? It's too many. Alright, I'll let you edit them since you so helpful. And I know you're gonna need my help one day, Terry. I know you ain't do no taxes. I know you didn't. You're gonna be you're gonna be just like people I know. Nobody ain't got nothing done, and then at the last minute, y'all gonna be scrambling for help. So, if I were you, we could exchange services. I help you, you help me. Because you know I want to do my videos, particularly when I start doing my tax tips videos. I want that to be really professional. That's what I want. So you could help me edit those. You can help me edit those videos. But anyways, Terry Tips, how's going on with? Did you get any tips on that app since you've been driving? Uh-oh, I got me a delivery. Let me go. Bye. What? Keep on playing, Terry Tips. You're gonna be right up in that dang jail. Keep on. I know you be making all that money. Don't be letting people, don't be going to these scam people who try to write off things. You can't write off everything, you know. And even if you can, You think that you could drive Uber for 2-3 years and not make you always gonna be in the negative? Nope. Shoot. But I got me 2 deliveries and I'm right across the parking lot from Panda Express. I know they ain't finished that order, so I ain't rushing to go over there. I had got 2 batches. I had accepted 1 and then somebody else ordered food. So I got 2 orders for delivery. And I can't stand doing those 2 orders because number 1, you only get paid as if you done 1. But that's all right. These places better be a good little, I don't know. If it's a good distance, you know, you get $8 easily. But if it's something close, maybe about $5. But I